DIY.
DIYers, I got a question. Have you been paying attention to anything that has been happening since that battle, that back and forth between Joey Badass and many West Coast artists? Have you been paying attention to any of the stuff that's been going down? Like, first and foremost, I want to talk specifically to Joey Badass and Vaughn because I got a question. Is this back on? Now, for those who weren't paying attention, you may have dropped off and didn't know, but Vaughn has been on tour, and he's been touring not only the new project that he put out, the mixtape, but he's also been touring Whole Error. Yes, the diss song that he had to Joey Badass amongst a few diss songs. And there's a part of me that felt like, even though y'all said undisputed, Joey Badass won this, there's a part of me that felt like, if Joey is the rapper, the MC that I know he is, there's a part of him that's like, yeah, that was my decision, but I want a knockout. There's a part of me that felt like he wasn't done neither. Well, he released a new song called Anybody Killer. And he took some interesting shots. So I'm just going to walk this by the facts. I'm not trying to instigate. I just got questions like anybody else. Which also led to a really interesting conversation I had with Parks from Joe Budden podcast. We'll talk about that too. But so shout out to Joey, Gotham Hip Hop. He always posts some amazing things on his platform. Always keeping folks in the loop. You definitely should follow him up. With that said, I guess he was at this show in Brooklyn where Vaughn performed Joey Badass diss Whole Error twice in New York. What you mean? We don't give a fuck where you from, where you from. Okay. Okay. I heard Baby T. Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. Anybody that knows about this community, for whatever reason, we attach to that line right there. Baby T, for whatever reason, has stuck around. It's a word that we use to describe small thinkers. And adults with baby teeth, but continue. I mean, Joey Badass rep New York like he rep New York. He said he the king of New York. This Vaughn just so happened to say, I don't know, something in the air tells me to perform this twice. Just for context, because he doesn't do it in that clip. Just for context, let's. Run that shit back. He said, "Run that shit back." I don't know. Maybe I was tired. Maybe I was like, damn, he looked like this shit just happened last week. Whatever it was, I laughed. Okay? I laughed. Well, Parks from Joe Budden podcast, shout out to him, man. He's been somebody that's been quietly very supportive of this platform ever since the Punch interview and so on. But, you know, he kind of felt like, is this what's going on here? This is a question he asked. I laughed. I thought this shit was like, damn, he is still on his head. Park said, what was supposed to happen here exactly? This is weird and nasty from both of y'all, talking about the person that posted and me laughing. I simply said it's a competitive hip-hop moment. He says, I'm with that. And a huge Vaughn supporter publicly, but the implications of the post feel different. Like he should feel unsafe or something should have happened to him for doing his diss songs in Brooklyn. Feels like an academics post remix for shit that shouldn't rely on that kind of marketing. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, I didn't see it that way. But then I went on to kind of respond. I said, I do see your point now, and that some people do go ahead and instigate these things. But I just look at it like it's competitive hip hop. I said, I didn't see Gotham's hip hop post as instigate anything. Just that this is the first time Ray is performing in Brooklyn since the battle. And he's still locked in competitively. His on-stage energy looked like everything just started yesterday. Parks then kind of goes on to talk about how he feels his album was remarkable enough and he doesn't really need it. We had a back and forth. You can go ahead and check it out here in the thread. But, I think that this is still good for the sport. My point to him was that, look, as long as we talking about everybody except for these folks out here with baby teeth, a win is a win.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
No matter who you're more of a fan of, the fact that we're talking about competitive MCing, competitive raps in 2025 with all the amazing music that we've been receiving, to me, that's a win. But I can understand it because it can look very one-sided when you got a guy that's going to Brooklyn like Vaughn and performing it twice. It's like, man, what you on? Until you see this. So we're not going to watch this performance, but Joey Badass, he talked about releasing an album. Well, he finally has. I think it's called It's Lonely at the Top. It's his 4th studio album. He performed live on Jimmy Kimmel's show. And I remember seeing people tweeting. They were like, damn, he's still on this TDE shit. I said, what? That's when my spotty senses started tingling. So we're not going to watch the performance. Go check it out. It's on the Jimmy Kimmel. They might flag this video if I even try to play it. But he got a song he just released. That's the first single from Lonely at the Top. And it's called Anybody Killer. Yeah, it's called ABK.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Let the internet tell it. They try to say, is this Ab Killer? Calm down. Relax. Where it sees him, showing his dominance, kind of like stating where he feels like he's at right now. And then also, I think he's still throwing shots specifically at Vaughn. And like I said, if that competitive spirit is what I believe it is, he's like, I ain't done here. Peep this out. It's ABK. He just released it.
Yeah. Shit.
ABK literally means anybody killer. I feel like that's some West Coast shit, but it's literally anybody killer. I just letting you know that's what that is. I know y'all keep saying, what is that? Is that?
It's the Beast Coast boogeyman, stepping in my Timberlands. I ain't with the small talk, nigga got bigger plans. Backed by popular demand, hit him where he stand. If the shots never land, tell them niggas spin again. Told ya that I been a man, I been on the kill spree. Niggas couldn't kill me, bitch, I been a real G. They don't know the real me, niggas better chill B. Wanna turn up charges to the game, tell them feel free. I ain't running for no smoke, bitch, I'm right here. I'm taking back faces, niggas don't wanna fight fear. Gotta watch my back, yeah, make sure the coast clear. Can't get a fear when I gotta be the one fear.
Okay. We already starting. Look, I like this production. And generally, I like the energy Joey Badass been on. You could tell he's obviously riding a high after the back and forth. But he says, I'm the Beast Coast boogeyman, stepping in my Timberlands. I ain't with the small talk. Niggas got bigger plans. Backed by popular demand. Hit him where he stand. If the shots never land, tell that nigga spin again. Okay. Told y'all that I've been the man. I've been on a killing spree. Take that for what you want to take it. Niggas couldn't kill me. Bitch, I've been a real G. They don't know the real me. Niggas better chill, B. Run it. Tell them charge it to the game. Feel free. I ain't running from no smoke, B. I'm right here. I'm taking back fades since niggas don't want to fight fair. Gotta watch my back. Yeah. Make sure the coast clear. It's obviously a play on two different definitions of coast. Can't get a fear when I gotta be the one feared. Can't get a fear when I gotta be the one feared. My pen hotter than a solar flare. Hold on, watch this out.
My pen hotter than a solar flare. For the record, ain't a soul I fear.
Okay, this is where people start getting.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna
And they conspiracy bad. That's a fire ass play on words. But he said, my pen hotter than a solar flare. For the record, ain't a soul I fear. What other souls is out there? Soul Food. Absol. What's up? Stop reaching like that. It's just rap. But that is a hard bar. Continue.
Nothing nice, everybody got a price and I'm oldest here. Who wanna go bar for bar? Nigga, hold my beer. Y'all niggas ain't war prepared. My sword is near the King Arthur, rap extraordinaire. Thought I told y'all niggas that my form was rare. The crown is mine, I'm born as the rightful heir. Hey, BK nigga, anybody killer. AKA spray everybody with ya. Want nobody miss you when I take you out the picture. By the time it hit you, bitch, I been there.
What y'all do to Joey? What did y'all do to Joey? Either I've been missing in action or I have never recognized him for being like, I ain't never seen you act like this. He has every reason to be proud of his display of rapping and what he did in that battle. But I ain't never seen you act like this. Wait, who is this? What's going on? And I feel like ever since that Wallow and Gilly interview, he been talking kind of greasy, kind of gangster. What y'all do? What y'all do? Y'all, hey, this y'all fault. This y'all fault. But this is hard. This beat is hard. The concept, all that shit is dope.
Hey, BK nigga, anybody killer, AKA spray everybody with you. Want nobody mission when I take it out.
SW, you gotta relax. Talking about this too rapidy rap. His Drake fans ain't gonna like it. We call them OVO refugees around here. And they still with him. I hope so.
The picture, by the time it hit your bitch, I've been there. I'm on some rap Rapunzel shit. Tell him I be here long. I got hands for niggas and bare arms. Make no mistake, I came to put some heads on the stake. The hip hop heavyweight. Eating off you niggas' plate, they thought that I was like what? So they said they little mans to kill me, throw that mic.
Okay, there we go. There it go. There it go. There it go. I'm on some Rapple Rapunzel shit. Tell him I'll be here long. I'll be here long. I'll be here long. Slow it down. I got hands for niggas that bear arms. What y'all do to make this his first single? Usually the first single was like, I got a lot of shit in my life I want to get off my chest. This nigga came back and it's like what y'all put in his coffee? What y'all put in his coffee? Huh? What kind of liquor are you putting in his coffee? Because what's going on here? I got hands for niggas that bear arms. Make no mistake, I came to put some heads on a steak. Hip hop heavyweight, eating off you niggas' plate. They thought I was light work. Is that a daylight bar? They thought I was light work, so they sent they Lil Mans to kill me. Who is Lil Mans? This is where people started to speculate. This is him piling upon the stuff he already said in a battle, specifically towards Vaughn. This is what they said. They thought I was light work, so they sent their Lil Mans to kill me. Thought it might work. All 2025, I hit him where it might hurt. What did y'all do to him?
All 2025, I hit him where it might hurt. Give you niggas more bars. They try to send these G League niggas after the All-Star.
Leave you boys more bars. Trying to send the G League niggas after the All-Star. For those who don't watch basketball, G League is like the minor leagues of basketball. It's like he's saying folks is not even in his league. Who else would he be trying to imply? First of all, regardless of what the politics are, we talking about lyricism. We still talking about lyricism in 2025. We still talking about lyricism, and I love it. I love it. Treat you niggas like I'm scrimmage playing. Quit dribbling in my lane. Okay.
Treat you niggas like a scrimmage playing. Quit dribbling my lane. Rap game, Allen 9. We ain't talking about a game. Instead, we talking about practice. Niggas got this shit backwards. I'm a franchise player. This ain't an even match. I got him caught up in the rapture. Should've never bit the bait. I'm casting the wide net. Y'all niggas don't fit the weight.
Okay, here we go again. I'm a franchise player. This ain't even a matchup. Got him caught up in the rapture. Should have never bit the bait. What bait is that? Is that the too much West Coast D licking? What was he talking about? Was that the bait? That was a bait. I'm casting a wide net. Y'all niggas don't fit the weight. You talking about the... Okay, continue. I'm jumping the gun.
If we talking about the greatest rapper, should be no debate. Letters at the center stage, it's the rap renegade. MCs tend to duck a lot, cause they been afraid. They know who the illest spitter in the city after 9. Big and jigger never fear war. My warfare's gorilla. Just put the camera on, I'll show you a real killer. Hey, BK nigga, anybody killer. AKA spray everybody with you. Want nobody miss you when I take you out the picture. By the time it hit you, bitch, I been there. Hey, BK nigga, anybody killer. AKA spray everybody with you.
I think there's not a better sign that the game is shifting if someone who is on a label is given the green light to release this as a single, because this literally is rapping about rapping as a single. We're in a different time period. As a single, to me, that's encouraging, because I'm like, yo, what's coming up next? What did you say here? I didn't even see. If Joey really thought he'd be Ray, he wouldn't still be yapping. Music decorates time. I'm glad you said that. That was the point I was making earlier. Like a real heavyweight, a real killer, don't want you to be nowhere close. They want a convincing victory, right? Like they don't want you. They don't want it to be like, I don't know if that kept going. It could have went the other way. A real lyricist, like I know that he is saying, I got to get my lick back. Yeah, everybody says I'm undisputed in this, but I got to get my lick back because the way that ended, we all know the way that it ended was more political, I guess more relationship saving between him and Daylight than it was. And a lot of folks got involved that shouldn't have got involved. But continue.
Want nobody miss you when I take you out the picture. By the time it hit you, bitch, I've been there. Hey. Who the fuck they think they playing with?
The switch up was dope.
Woke with the beast, a rude awakening. Sleeping on me, made his bed, he gotta lay in it. Leave you niggas deceased, no white sheets. I'm on they head, I ain't asking for the crown, bitch, I'm taking it. The sun still rising in the east, I know they hating it. New God flow, every verse like a sacred script. Don't believe in TD East, then you an atheist.
He playing, bro. I know you see this shit.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
He playing, bro. He playing. I know y'all see this shit. I salute him for being direct because remember the thing he did on his birthday? He's like, it's my birthday, everybody. Okay, you want to respond back to people who've been dissing you? It's my birthday. Look at my coat. Don't be surprised if AZ Chike just reappear again like the boogeyman because you know he tends to do that when Joey Badass start getting loud. The sun's still rising in the east. I know they hating him. New God flow. Every verse is like a sacred script. Don't believe in TD East, then you an atheist. Hey, it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. What did y'all do to him? The rap oracle, one line could make the Matrix glitch. That's a hard ass line.
Rap oracle, one line could make the Matrix glitch. The question rhetorical, who the king of New York is? If it ain't me, then who? I'ma need the proof. If niggas wanna try to dispute, tell them get in the booth. This little badass nigga breaking all the rules. Tell me who you mad at, nigga, if it is your shoe. I'm making all the moves, you niggas wouldn't dare to do. I'm dangerous, got everything to prove and nothing to lose. BK nigga. Anybody killer.
Not Flo, look, be nice. Not Flo 40K say, I guess I'm an atheist then.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Because I believe in Jesus and Jesus only. I believe in God and God only. Sorry, TD East is not the religion that I will be attending on Sunday. That is crazy. Relax. Hey, that's a hell of a way to roll out the album as a first single. I feel like early 2010s, I could see this being something that is very, very normal. But it just shows you to me, this to me shows you how much of a different time that we're living in right now and how much it is probably a part of these marketing conversations because somebody's going to bite the bait. Somebody's going to bite this bait. Somebody, even if it's just for the sake of all of this extra promo, all the extra coverage, all the extra reactions, there's not really a lose in this, even if you don't necessarily win a head-to-head lyrically. There's not really a lose, especially if you're at the top of your game and you're doing what you're doing. But he's taking some interesting shots, though, throughout this. I think it's one more chorus. Let's listen again.
Take it out the picture. By the time it hit your bitch, I've been
there. Okay, shout out to Kirk Knight on that. The production is crazy on that.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
DIYers, what you thinking? Are you seeing what I'm seeing, or is that just the internet, putting a full brain on and then sharing it with everybody and retweeting it? What do you think it is? Could that be something? I mean, if it is being used as part of a rollout, oh no, how bad is that we get to enjoy more competitive rapping and lyricism from both sides? I imagine it'd be a lot easier for that to for a back and forth between a Ray and Joey to go its full on to basically to see it from the beginning to the end because there aren't those extra politics. Obviously, there's relationships between both, but in terms of like, you know, TDE and Pro Era. But I imagine something like this is allowed to play itself out because there's some benefit here, right? At this point, people are seeing mainstream battles have an upside financially, as well as raising the awareness around whatever it is that you're working on. Even Joyner Lucas, just after he did his response to Skepta, Joyner Lucas, you bastard. You sound like you graduated from Harvard. You know that song? After he responded to what, he just dropped the album today. And it's funny because one of the songs that I heard sounds like a continuation of the double time flow that he had on Nobody Cares. So to me, it just seems like now it's all out there in the open. Who the hell knows? DIYers, you let me know. These are my thoughts. You let me know what you thinking. You like you went to Harvard. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.